Yo, I can't deny it. I was actually very surprised when it came to Team Seirin, because they pulled through when Kagami was in a bind, and they pulled through when Kuroko's in a bind. And the person who winds up, the two people that wind up getting them back in the game, that winds up tying the score at the end, are Kiyoshi and Hyuga. Like, it's literally Kiyoshi vice grip. Yeah, give me that pass money. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, alright. And the thing about it was that when we have Rico, and she subs Kuroko out, and then she puts in Brock. I don't know what his name is, but I call him Brock because, you know, he's pure, his eyes don't open, pretty much. And she wraps her arm around Kuroko's like, don't worry about it, we'll put you in as soon as we can. And basically they're still going to rely on Kuroko, and the hopes here, well, like, the hope is so Kuroko, he can be reborn within the midst of this game, and he can once again do what he does best, or do something entirely new to assist Team Seirin. So I like the fact that they now know that Kuroko's misdirection doesn't work anymore. They know that he's no longer the Shao that he once was. But when Akashi was talking, he made it seem as if, like, the shit was over. He made it seem like all hope was gone, and you're like, fucking. He's like, I'm disappointing you, Kuroko. Now you're an average player, and I'm like, oh, dude, whoa. I mean, that was just like a smack in the face. The Phantom Six-Man is no longer. And, like, Akashi, he was saying all of this while he was running to the opposite end of the court. Like, he was so nonchalant. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, like, this guy's a massive dick. Like, I thought that you and him were friends, Kuroko. What happened? No, Akashi, no, I am the Emperor. Everyone below me. Everyone bows down to me. Like, straight up. And Kuroko just seemed so shell-shocked. I mean, we all were, but Kuroko just seemed especially shell-shocked. And then when she calls the substitution, I'm like, yeah, like, now it's time for Kuroko just to sit there and be like, fuck. But Rico was actually very persuasive and actually kept his hopes up to when he actually did return after another out-of-bounds play occurs, and then they can call a substitution in. They take out Brock, because Brock is fucking useless. Duh. Rock Pokemon suck ass. No shit. And except for Steelix, because Steelix is beastly. And what's his name? Golem? The one with the ball. Because I'm old school Pokemon, right? What the fuck am I talking about? Either way, he comes in there, and he tries his Vanishing Drive, and he tries his Phantom Shaw off the gate. Now, at first, the Vanishing Drive did seem successful, but it was not. And mind you, the guy that the guy who's his match is the guy who's the third year in Rakuzan. He is not like, I mean, he's a pretty good player, but it's just that he's not like an uncrowned king, or he's not no one's Akashi. So, but like, he's a pretty good player, that guy, and he's able to not only intercept the Phantom Drive, but also block the Phantom Shot. So when I stated that his Phantom Drive and Phantom Shot may still work, no, they don't work anymore. So his misdirection has been completely nullified in all categories, in passing, in dribbling, and in shooting. So it's like the quintessentials have now been pretty much have been nerfed, and now he has to figure out some way to be reborn, like the Phoenix rise from the ashes, and just come back. So how he's gonna do that, I don't know. I have no idea. But I was just very impressed by Team Seirin, because they came in there, and even though Kuroko was in a pickle, they were able to pull it together very quickly, and they were able to actually tie the game 21-21. And that was very, very impressive. I mean, even when Kuroko missed the Phantom Drive, the Phantom Shot, and then we have the Hayama. He takes the ball, and he is gonna go for a layup. Kagami comes in there like, no. But then Rio chips it in like, no, you guys getting cocky. And then they're gonna, and I forgot what happened, but basically they want to get the ball back, Rakuzan. Oh no, like, they shoot the ball, and then they're gonna get the rebound. In comes again Kiyoshi, Vice Grip, Hyuga, 3, Rio, no, you're getting cocky. And he does a barrier jumper. And like that, with like less than 3 seconds left to go. He does a barrier. He pulls like a meter reamer, like a mock buzzer beater, and like, you know, yeah, right at the quarter. So it's been the first quarter, people. It's the first quarter, and shit is intense. Shit is intense, and Seirin, they're still pulling their shit together. So even if they do lose to Rakuzan, they have proved themselves as a team that definitely that is definitely worth being in this position, being one of the top teams in all of Japan, being the, well, technically, yeah, like the second best team in Japan. So they've earned this spot, definitely, because they're able to keep their composure even under the most dire situations, which is this. Well, no, the most dire situation would be if both Kuroko and Kage at the same time lost their groove. They lost their mojo, and they couldn't get any shots in, and they lost, and you know, some of that nature, where they both were shut down. At this point in time, even though Kuroko's been shut down, he's still active. He's still doing stuff. He's not standing there like a mindless doll, like, fuck, or what do I do? So that I liked a lot. And I mean, he can still do basic stuff like dribble and, you know, do he tries to do fakes. You know, very, I mean, and it's shocking too, because he did like basic fakes, and the fakes were so, you know, so potent when it came to his misdirection. But now that he has the spotlight on him, the fakes are so obvious, and it's like, wow, like, dude, like, they're so obvious now. Like, the guy just pretty much took a step back, and he was marking the entire time. Like, there was no stalls. He was on his ass, no homo, the entire time. So that's just the way it is. So, is he a normal player now? I mean, technically, he was always below average, but he had the misdirection. So, I mean, technically, I think he's, well, I mean, no, below average is too much. But yeah, is he a normal player now? Yeah, he is, with a few little quirks. So, they need something. But at this point in time, Seirin, they did pull their shit together. Riko was a major part in that. I'll give her a lot of credit. She's a good coach, and this team is a good team. So, and just seeing that cohesion, I think, is the main part of the episode, the main purpose of this chapter, not episode, chapter. So, that being said, I'm done. The chapter rating overall, I thought it was a good chapter. It was a good chapter. It was nice to see the cohesion between Team Seirin, even in a dire situation, in two dire situations within the first quarter of the final match of the Winter Cup. So, I thought it was a good chapter. Well, no, I'll give it a good plus. Let me give it a good plus right there. Add that plus factor. So, King Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment. I say comment lightly because Google right now is doing some weird... The comment section, I mean, I have trouble commenting on my own. I have trouble commenting on my own videos. How does that work out? How does the uploader have problems commenting in his own videos? Regardless, try commenting, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.